Welcome to the show. This is the LavishHat Aspiring Talk Show. As we always say, this is where the real youth empowerment is being nourished. Together, we stand. Together, we fall. Together, we win. And winners take all. Again, if this is the first time you're watching us, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at LavishHat TV. Remember to like, comment and share, because it is only when you comment and share we'll be able to understand the impact of this video, so that you can adjust in some areas where you feel we need to adjust.
I'm Anita, 29 years old, yeah, whatever you want to call it. I'm born and raised in Kenya, sure, but then I went abroad like very early with my mom. So my parents are like also split it. One half is staying abroad in Germany and the other one is here. I'm currently here in Mombasa because of holidays for sure. No, there's no way back because of that big disease. So yeah.
She's a cancer survivor, and I would like her to kindly open up for us, or to us, so that we can understand what happened in her life. When did you come to learn about the cancer? And what is the name of that cancer? How did it happen? And what was the experience?
First of all, it was shit, to make that thing clear. Like, I was so shocked. Actually, it happened all last year, November. I currently got home from my holidays, also from Kenya here. And then I felt sick, like I was bleeding all over, like down there, you know what I mean? Like not a usual period, was like a big bleeding. So I was sure it was not normal. So I went to the hospital actually, because I even broke down at home, and then they sent some tissue samples because they were also saying it's not normal the way you're actually having so much things of a pregnancy sign. And then the problem is I wasn't. So they were like, let's check up on that. So then after a while, like 2 or 3 weeks later, I got my diagnosis. I'm having Choriocarcinoma, and that's a very rare and aggressive form of cancer. And that's actually how the whole thing started. The first experience was actually me getting sick. Like I was feeling unwell. I was like always in bed. I was not able to eat. I was not able to even feel normal. Like I was really feeling like you're having such a big sickness and you don't know what kind of sickness, but you're sick, you know, like obviously sick. So we were like, okay, let's just try to get the last days over, and then I just traveled back because I'm staying in Frankfurt, like I told you already. And I was about to go for a checkup over there, so I went home. The whole journey was also such a hassle, and I think I came back to Germany on a Friday, and I told myself, let me go in the hospital like a Monday, but I didn't make it because I just broke down at home. Like I was just lying on the floor, like I couldn't move. It was so painful. Everything was bleeding. I was bleeding all over. Like I don't, like a slaughtered person. Like seriously bleeding all over. So yeah. I guess that's actually how it actually started. Like 3 weeks.
So while you were in Kenya, did you manage to go to a local hospital?
I didn't want to go because I knew that's not something normal. And it's not that I'm saying Kenyan people, they don't know how to check up on those things. No, it was more like that I was worried so much on myself. Like I was like, no, that's not, I don't want to pay my ass off over here, because everybody knows hospitals are so expensive in our country. So I was actually also hoping it would get over. I was confused. I was never thinking about something like cancer. You know what I mean? It was like, there must be something, but that was not in my head. So after I went for the checkup, and I realized that it's cancer, and that kind of cancer, type of cancer I'm having, or I had, I even learned that the thing was growing like a whole year. So it's not something that comes like within 2 weeks. it's growing a hole here until it busts. Like actually, if I would have gone for checkups like before, but I never went for cancer checkup. I don't know if people are doing it. Like it's not something for me which I was thinking of. So it grew a hole here, and yeah, it actually broke out. Like it was, I thought I'm gonna die. I thought that's the end. I was like, even me, I never had cancer in my family before. I never had the experience with friends or people nearby or something like that. I just saw the picture of a cancer patient like in the bed, like dead, you know what I mean? Almost like on machines and whatever. That's what I had in my head of cancer people. So today I thought that's it. And then there's also like I heard there are some types of cancer which you can handle with operations and that's it. And then there's cancer types which you have to go through with chemotherapy, which was mine now also. But also me, I got I also got operated, like I also had a surgery because they had to remove some things all down there. I don't know. It was still my uterus something, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I still can't get kids, but they had to remove a lot of stuff down there, like the whole cancer, you know, like cancer is some like the tumors. So I had my surgery, and then I think like the diagnosis was on the 26th of November, and my first chemotherapy was on the 7th of January. So meaning during that time, tissue samples, waiting for the results, everything also took like weeks. It was not done like within days. So I actually waited until I was actually thinking I'm gonna die. I was at home. Even my mom stayed in Germany too. Like even my mom, she was visiting me sometimes. We were all worried. Everybody was actually worried because that's something like a shock. I'm such a fit, and normally I'm a healthy person, and I'm very like all over, you know what I mean? Like I'm living my life to the fullest, so nobody was expecting to hear that from me. I mean, I think you don't expect them to hear that from anyone, but like for me it was like, no,
You know, you're active.
yeah,
exercising.
it's not possible, you know what I mean? Like weird. So yeah.
How was the
everybody
reaction to your parents, your friends?
My mom was also like working in medical.
That's it.
Yeah, and she was actually, no, that can't be, you know, like the one who has to know about all those things also, she was like, no, that can't be, must be a mistake, or maybe there are coming some results which are like, we were wrong or something. She was the whole time hoping and praying that it's not the way it seems. So, but me, I went to the doctors, and me, I was talking to them, so me, I was knowing it's real. So yeah, it was kind of it was difficult because when you open up cancer in your friends and family environment, like those people, social environment, people are scared, like a lot. They are like actually thinking, okay, that person is a dead person now. Like she's gone. You know what I mean? They don't know how to handle. So actually, I was full of stress because the whole time the people were just like, what are we going to do, and how can we help you, and whatever. But there was nothing they could do. So for them, they actually stood away. Honestly speaking, I've been alone like a lot. And then I also had like my family on Kenyan side, which were so far. Even them, they were like so, you know, like it's a whole drama. It's a whole drama for everyone. So I guess there's actually nothing you can really, you can't do anything.
So how was the experience apart from the isolation, apart from the people like scared, everybody in the family is like, this can't happen from you or something. How was that experience now? The results are out. Yes, we knew the doctor in that hospital room. What happened? How did the doctor prepare you for that exercise?
Yeah, the chemotherapy, you mean? No? That was also a thing because now it's like chemotherapy doesn't mean chemotherapy like all the same. there are different types of cancer, so meaning also different kind of chemotherapies. So meaning breast cancer, sure, they all have the same liquids they're getting and the same medication and everything. But in my case, it's really like rare. They only have like a few people with the same thing which I'm having. So meaning it's not that experienced. So they were like mixed. They were still checking on my blood level and everything, and they wanted to score me down because there's even a score level of the grade of the cancer. So meaning they were like hoping me to get me down because I was on a very high grade. So meaning actually my cancer was kind of so far, you know what I mean? It didn't spread. Like there's also cancer which spreads all over the body and blah blah blah, but mine didn't. But still it was so aggressive, meaning like when you remove it, it's not just removed. You still have to prepare your whole cells and everything and clean them up kind of. So yeah, after they noticed that there's nothing you can do, we have to give her like the whole big bunch of medication. Like the mixture was very rough. And then I actually went for my first chemo on the 7th, like I said, and I was shaking all over, sitting there. It was also something I was not impatient. I had like a timeline which I had to follow, and yeah, I got like stitches and cables all over hanging. Yeah, I was actually also thinking that, but no, because honestly speaking, even though if there would have been some, like sure I would have followed, like okay, let's say I was not supposed to eat that much sweets, like sweet things, sugarish and everything, and also liquor I was not supposed to drink like crazy. I was like so shocked, stressed. There's so many rumors also about that. You can when you open the web and you're like, what are you supposed to eat while cancer? Oof, there are so many bullshit things also. So no, in my head I honestly told myself I don't want to force myself to not enjoy the rest of the time I'm having baby. You know what I'm trying to say? Because nobody knew if this treatment is also going to help me, because if your body resists. So might be also that the whole treatment is not catching me up and I'm still gonna die. You have to say honestly, it's a death disease. You know, it's a disease. I was walking on the road, so meaning why should I not eat my big steak? Why should I not do this? You know, like I was not controlling myself back or something. I mean, there are also different kind of, like when you're having a blood cancer, it's different than I had, you know? Or when you're having a lung cancer or like, you know, throat cancer, sure you're not supposed to smoke. You know what I mean? It's obvious. So meaning, if there's liver cancer, you know what I mean, then you're not supposed to drink or whatever. In the treatment, my dear, the treatment was actually even giving you like a whole different you. I was so on an emotional level, like I was very, very quickly touched by small issues, you know? And so even that thing was also very difficult for the people around me, because at the end of the day, me, I was the one with the disease. I didn't care. Honestly speaking, I didn't care. They were supposed to care, you know, like don't take me for bad, you know, like I was arguing with friends of mine because they didn't get it, you know what I mean? Like they didn't get, why are you so shit, blah blah blah. But I couldn't handle otherwise, like I couldn't be different. I couldn't hold myself back or something, because I was just in that, I was under treatment. That's actually how I say it. Because the whole treatment is giving you like your whole level goes on ground zero first of all. Like meaning everything is confused, everything is like, you're actually a crazy person for a while. Yeah, the hair loss is actually like a 100% sure thing, where you can even see. That's actually my first hair.
Oh, this.
Yeah, since I actually had to shave them. It was not possible, but like there were holes all over. It looked like, no, I couldn't. But that was not like from the first treatment. It started like, I think 4 weeks later, like after a month. So after a month, I started like, I went to the shower actually, like washing my hair. I was having a short haircut before, let's say that also. But I was showering and then I was like, and I had a whole bunch of hair, like a whole bunch of hair. I sat in the shower for the world. I was crying. I was like, what the hell is going on? Because honestly speaking, the whole thing, you're just going through it. Like the thing is like, you be questioned like, you wanna live or you wanna die? So you either do something or you don't. So that's why I just did. I just went with the flow. I just went to the appointments. I just went to the hospital and everything. But then having my hair in my head, that became so realistic now. Like so realistic, like that I actually got another shock. It was a ball, like so much. And yeah, I didn't know how to, first of all I didn't know how to handle, but then I was like, okay fine, I have to cut my hair. So I went bald. And like completely bald, like shiny bald. And then I was like, okay fine, now
This is the new you.
I'm obviously having cancer now. That was actually the point. You know, before nobody saw it. Okay, I gained a bit of weight because like, I don't know, I think not the treatment, because the disease itself, I don't know, I gained weight with it. I don't know where this comes from, but it's something like it just happened. So yeah, it was now obvious.
So everybody when it's just looking at you, she can tell, or you can tell from far.
No, they were like, oh, you have such a beautiful haircut. I'm like,
You don't know what's happening.
I was like, not chosen by myself. Yeah, I actually before I traveled to Kenya, because I was on holiday, I told like around a month. I'm always coming for a month, so it was like November, October. I think end of September I came, and that's also where I actually left work, you know. And then from the diagnosis, no way of turning back. Like I was also weak. There was no possibility because the treatment kicks you back. Like you're under pain also. Like your bones are paining. You feel like actually your cells are paining. Like you touch your skin, it's like so painful. Like everything is so painful. How am I supposed to breathe? How am I supposed to go to work? It was impossible. Like even though I wanted, but it was impossible. Even the people at my work, only my boss knew, but nobody else. No, it was not possible. Like because my last treatment, because my first was on the 7th of January, my last one was on the 26th of February. I went through that shit within 2 months, which is also a hard thing because it was so aggressive. They had to also treat it like aggressive, meaning I had 30 chemos. It was the best also to do it that way because I didn't want to make like a whole half a year treatment and going to hospital and actually become dead. You know, because they're killing yourself with it, cells with it. So I was weak and everything, so but just for a month, like 2 months. Yeah, at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm done with treatment. Corona is coming around, and in Europe it also was like a whole big issue. So I was like, let me escape from that thing because Corona for me, it's a very dangerous thing because like if you're having something when you're affected by other disease, your immune system is very low.
Much exposed to danger.
Yeah. And it was also a death sentence now for me. So I was like, no way, let me go home. And even recover and breathe and you know what I mean, get back to family and just, you know, after that thing you almost died, then you feel like actually I want to see the family. So I came on the 13th of March. Up to now. I don't know, but by now I feel like I'd like to go back to Germany for some days. No, but honestly speaking, it wasn't the best decision I could ever make because I'm also saying like it's the best environment for yourself. When you're born somewhere, you have to go back home. You know what I mean? It's always the best thing to recover. So yeah, I'm here stuck and I'm lucky actually that I'm stuck here because on the other side I would also be so depressed because you have struggled you have went through such a big thing and you fought and kicked ass and everything and then there's nobody to hug you, you know what I mean? No, that's not nice. So at the end of the day I'm actually very happy. Not that it's recent.
To understand great.
I swear because I was just like, let me just get all of it, you know? I didn't want to, no, I didn't have time for that. Like, I didn't have time and not that interest in I mean, it's an important thing. Sure, I know about it, yeah, but I was not that interested that I'm gonna buy books and like I want to know about cancer. No, sorry. That was a part of my life which I'm done with. You know, I don't want to follow it up to whatever. I'm a cancer survivor, yes, but I'm also not someone who's like on the web now giving tips to other people, like, because that's not me. I want to continue my life and enjoy it, and that's not something I enjoy. So for me, it would be always disturbing. And the only thing I can say, if you have it, like if you have it or you fear it, you can make it. It's not something like it's not something which is not handleable. The only thing is it's like your mental strength. You know, you have to be like sure that you want to live, and that was my rule number one.
So mindset is everything.
Yeah, everything, like literally everything. I even had days where I woke up and I was like, nah, not today. So I'm not feeling it. So I just called them. I'm like, guys, I'm not coming. Okay, fine, no problem. Come tomorrow then. No, I'm gonna come the day after tomorrow, you know. But then the next day I woke up, I'm like, okay, let me go. Yeah, that's why, you know, like that's how it happened. But you can't prepare yourself because the treatment. Imagine you're actually getting toxic into your body. You know, toxic which kills toxic. You know what I'm trying to say? Because cancer is also something. I call it toxic. It's toxic for your life. You know what I mean? Because I heard even there are people who are living with cancer since years. I'm like, what the heck? I would not want to know. And I'm so sorry for those because seriously, no way. So in my case, I was lucky, if you can use that word, even in that whole thing. But no, I didn't want to. The treatment contains 2 bottles. So I was having 30 treatments, counting twice. Yeah. It was like a whole expensive thing. And then luckily I didn't have like other medications by side. So meaning I was having some painkillers, yeah, which I took, and I also had like some small things to keep up my leukocytes. I don't know, leukocytes, you know, blood cells. Yeah, they always had to be at least on a level where, yeah, certain level. So also for that I got some pills, but nothing else luckily. And the health insurance took all of it, so I didn't have to pay a single cent luckily. Otherwise, I would be like so broke. Otherwise, I would have been like so broke. So yeah, that's actually how it is because like it's so expensive. And I'm also saying that's something so bad because honestly speaking, it's not that cancer touches only rich people, you know? There are so many people who get that disease, they don't have money, but how are they supposed to handle it? So is it like they're dying because they don't have money? It's not supposed to. I think medication, I don't want to say medication should be for free, but they should find a way for even people like, who are, like for example,
those who are not civil servants.
Yeah.
The common manage, the common.
Let's say the Kenyan people, for example. Trust me, I'm not saying it in a bad way, but we are having a lot of people over here. Sure. Yeah. Mine was not that early discovered, but still early enough. And I'm saying the health insurance thing, you know, like in my side, like in Europe, it's such a nice system. I don't know, it's surely maybe not possible to take the system over, but I think they should do something that everybody is having the access to healthcare. Because that's the most important thing actually in life, that you're healthy. Forget about money, forget about all those things. Healthcare is the most important thing. You can't go for work, you can't feed your family if you're sick. You know what I'm trying to say? So meaning everything starts with the health. So I think, let me say that way. Let me just speak it out. The whole money the government is chewing, they should use it instead of feeding their own stomachs and like, I swear. But seriously, like the whole money they take, they should maybe organize something that's a nice system that everybody's having the possibility to at least access, yeah. It's something which is prepared for you if you're really getting sick. And that's something I think they should really do for everyone. Like even the babies, like when I'm thinking about this corona thing right now, let me get to them. I'm thinking there are even better ways to handle it, you know what I mean? But who am I to tell? That's not the point. The way they are actually treating the people who are sick, it's, I think, the wrong way. Putting them somewhere there, cornering them in quarantine, and then not giving them it. What the hell? You know what I mean? Let them be at home. Tell them not to go out. Sure, okay, Kenya on this. I know, but still, like, try to find another way to handle that thing. Don't lock them people up because they just get mad, and because they're also not getting treatment. It's not like you're tested positive on COVID, and then you're like getting all over and blah blah blah. No, actually they stay sick. They just figure it out themselves for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever until they get well. Others they die. You know what I mean? So for me, I would feel like try to find some better system. I don't even know how to say it, but there's so many people, so many brainiacs in our world. It's not like there are no people who are not figuring out something. Like there's so many doctors, there's so many hospitals even who could organize that thing more easy or more nice. The whole thing now, what happens, it's actually, sorry, but that's shit. There would be like something like an organized health insurance thing. Everybody would go for a test now. You know what I'm trying to say? Everybody would go easily like, you know what? Let me just go and check. But now you have to pay your own pockets. Who's having those? I don't know how much it is, like 2,000, 3,000 shillings. Some people they don't have. So now maybe that's the one who's having corona, and that's the one you know what I'm trying to say? Like they have to find a better system to make that whole thing. That's what I'm saying. The healthcare over here, it's a hard thing. It's a very, very hard thing. So yeah, but who am I to tell? That's the problem.
Madam Sonny.
Yes.
Welcome once again.
Hi.
Welcome once again. And here we are, continuing with our conversation. So hot. I'm so sure you've learned a lot. What made you travel to Germany?
My mom.
Yes.
My mom. I've been taken to Germany in the age of 3.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom was actually, let's speak up open, she found a German guy and then blah blah, she was married to him, so she took me in the age of 3. But honestly speaking, if I would have been asked, I would have been gone. Because like I heard people are thinking like life over there is so more nice and so like money grows on trees, I'm always saying. No, that's not what happens. We're having actually the same struggle. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I have to pay my rent, I have to pay the electricity, I also want to go shopping and live, you know what I mean? So meaning, when I'm going out, also something, for example, I'm going out with friends. Just a normal evening, I'm spending 100 euros. So, I think it's not that easy to say like just everything is more nice over there. It's actually not. Because even me, I was actually planning to cancel everything over there and get back home for good. The only thing is that now my sickness came in between because I was about to be here in April already. I was about to ship and everything, blah blah blah. But now it's everything on pause for sure. But that's what I'm saying. I'm deciding myself to come back here because life here is more sweet, honestly speaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here it's life. There it's a system. Here it's life. You know what I'm trying to say? Because now if you have, you don't have. But there, if you don't have, you just go to somewhere like the government and you get it. You know what I mean? Because if you're not having a job, there you just you still get money. You still get like a 350 euros or something just to survive because your apartment is getting paid and everything. It sounds nice for the first second, but then now I'm thinking, no, it makes the people lazy. You know? People are not living the life how it's supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to take care of themselves. Like, sure, it's nice that they're helping and you know what I mean? I'm not saying anything against that point, but I'm knowing so many people, they are waking up at 4 in the afternoon, then they are like doing whatever kind of shit, you know? Never even thinking a single second of work. Like the human being is so awesome. So over here, they're all human beings. You know what I'm trying to say? Everybody has his own thing. Like everybody is doing what they can. No, but regrets. I think regretting things is also like no, I don't regret. because I learned from everything actually. And like sure, I've done things which I should not have done, but I'm not regretting them. Like for me, it was an experience now that I know next time I won't do them. You know what I mean? But I also think like it's not good to regret things because no, it's everything in life is a lesson or a blessing. I'm saying so. There's no regret actually.
What is that one thing that you always aspire to have not achieved?
Wow, I was not prepared for that because there are so many things I still want. No, but I'm thinking I want to. I'm a little bit Disney, like Disney in the meaning like I want a husband and kids and a house and a nice life. You know what I mean? Like that's something I'm still looking for in life, like to find the right match for me and have my own family and show what a wonderful mom I could be. You know what I mean? Like those things. But on the other side, I also feel like I'm quite cool with the way I am, and like I can't tell you actually, no. But that would be the main point I would tell you, like the family point, which I haven't reached yet. Come and start because I was just thinking it's nice to find a hobby. You know, it's always nice to find something what you like to do. But I would tell them like do that, but please also use your education. You know, to have something like a plan B, because there are so many musicians, so many artists all over, they want to become a star and they will never get. Honestly speaking, I wish that they, like I'm wishing it for them, I'm hoping it for them, but they won't. So they will all be like small local singers, whatever. They won't make it up like Diamond. They won't make, you know, like not all of them. Otherwise there would be like a million of them. So I would just say like try yourself and do whatever you feel like, but don't forget that you also learn something. Go and learn something which you can always do when things are not working well. Like always have a plan B. But go and enjoy yourself. I swear, like do it. There's only one life we're having actually. You know, like if you want to be a video vixen, go and try it. You know, try it. Maybe you are the one. Okay, it's not working, let me go back to the office, you know what I mean? Like, just have a plan B, but do it. Lies. I hate lies. Like, even like arguments, everything is but lies. I don't know why people are lying. I never understood in life why people are actually lying. It would be so more easy, the whole world, if there would be no liars. So, violence for sure also, but I swear, lies are even more worse in my head. So lies. I can't stand with someone. I can't stay with someone who's lying at me. Because trust is one point. Trust should be everywhere. You know, like if I don't trust in someone, how am I supposed to stay with that person? You know what I'm trying to say? So trust, lies. I don't like lies. Yeah.
So you love eating?
I love eating. Pilau was my favorite meal.
As we close the show, short to our viewers. And I also request them humbly so they can subscribe to our YouTube channel and offer support. And maybe the community, the African community, and your friends out there.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Always be yourself. Like, always be yourself. Never try to compare to what you see on TV. Like, those are not natural humans, you know what I mean? Always try to feel like what you are, who you are, and express it and do whatever you want in life, like in a good way. Try to reach your goals and follow your dreams and never stop dreaming also, you know, like don't listen to those people who are saying, you are a dreamer. Yes, it's good to be a dreamer. Because if you're a dreamer, you're having something which you want to reach, which you want to follow. So just be yourselves and don't be shy to be yourself. Don't be ashamed to be yourselves and be proud to be black, because we all know Black Lives Matter. We always have to say that right now because now it's the highest time to, yeah, and to also be proud to be black. Now it's the point where actually every black person should be so proud to be black. So for me, all of us Africans, all of us black people, just be yourselves and yeah, subscribe.
And they should do it.
They should subscribe to the channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which channel?
It's Oh my god! LavishHat TV, where you can see my interviews and a lot of other interesting interviews, and
Like,
yeah, and that's also a very cool post. So it was fun. So leave some comments, ask some questions. I will also jump into answers. So yeah, feel free guys, and thanks for watching.